I have a generation gap with my kids these days. The other day, I asked my 5-year-old daughter, where are the 4 seasons? What are the 4 seasons? And she said, salt, pepper, sugar, and spice. Boy, really out of touch. Then I asked my 6-year-old boy, and the same question. Okay, what are the 4 seasons? And he said, hockey, football, basketball, and rugby. Something else, he said, talking about seasons, there are other kinds of seasoning which we use for cooking. Last month, I visited a place called China Hill. Not in China, but in Malaysia, and got to learn about different types of spices available there. Malacca is the most exciting and interesting city in Malaysia. For centuries, this is the center of the Malay civilization, but it was controlled by the Portuguese, and then the Dutch, and finally the British. Why is this place so popular? Because this was the center for the spices. Spices have been prized for their ability to turn the forgettable into the extraordinary, as my friend Yasmin explained.
Stephen, if you think you've seen all the curry powder, do I have news for you?
You may think that curry powder is just a single spice, but it isn't. It's a combination of many different spices. As hot as it looks, this will bring tears to your eyes if you have too much of it. This is Malaysia's fire powder, ground dried chili peppers. Very, very hot. If you like your food hot, then you add some chili powder into your curries or to whatever dishes you want to make. If you think these look like bits of tree bark, that's because that's just what they are. Cinnamon, of course, from the cinnamon tree, and in Malaysia it's used especially for a special rice dish that's served on weddings, together with all these ingredients, including this, which is star anise, and it's got the smell of aniseed, and it's also used in soups. This is the coriander seed whole. It's not used very often for cooking, except in pickles and sometimes in a special rice dish that's served only at weddings.
You can expect to find hundreds of spices all in one shop, many of which you might not recognize. Here, the discriminating cook has always had a variety of spices to choose from. Shopping in Malaysian market is very exciting and full of many colorful surprises.
Do you see red, Stephen?
Oh yeah, is it fire hall?
It's not a firehouse, it's a church. It was built in 1753 by the Dutch, and it was a Dutch Reformed church, and then when the British took over, it became an Anglican church. So it's the Christ Church in Malacca.
Right next to the church is a tall tower donated by the Dutch people. Maybe it is used to remind themselves to get to the church on time. On one of the hills overlooking the town square is the ruin of St. Paul's Church. This church was built by the Portuguese over 460 years ago. All that remains today are the church wall and some of the tombstones of the first settler. It was also the burial place for St. Francis Xavier, who ran around Asia converting people to Christianity like Billy Graham without the help of television. Just one hop from this hill to another, we have China Hill. Over 500 years ago, a Chinese emperor sent his daughter to marry the Malay Sultan. When the princess arrived, along with 500 ladies in waiting, they took up residence on this hill. To commemorate the occasion, the Sultan named this place as China Hill. These graves are upright like armchairs. Chinese believe that when you die, you should be in a comfortable upright position. That way, you always get looked up to. At the foot of the hill, there's another popular attraction for those who love Malacca. It's called the King's Well, the Malaccan version of a recent well. It used to be the only water supply for this area.
Well, what do you think of this, Stephen?
Well, I have done a very good homework for you.
Ah, yes.
I was told that this well was built by the Sultan for his Chinese prince's wife, called the Hung Li Po.
Yes.
And they even named this well after her name.
And you know there's a legend that says if you drink the water from this well, you will definitely come back to Malacca.
I want to come back. Should I try?
Yes, I think you should.
Delicious. I shall return. I'm here. Wow, that was a fantastic trip that I had in Malacca. Did you know that was one of the oldest spice centers in Southeast Asia? Malacca is full of spice, and you can spend all day just learn hundreds of different kinds over there. Oh, exciting. And also I have hundreds of different kinds of apron, and today is a new one, and you are going to get the message. What's new? Yep, that's right. Even Tom Jones has this. But it's what's new, pussycat? Okay. All right, today I am really in the mood. I am using some of the spices to cook some beef. But before I cook that, I would do the first dish using the tofu. Now, tofu is not really a spice, but it's made from soya bean. As you can see, you know, there's a white in color, you know, right there, and all this from the milk of the soya bean. And soya bean can be used to make milk, and it's rich in protein. Now, for people who are allergic to human, not human, I mean animal protein, then you can eat this soya bean protein. And also it's very rich in calcium. It's a great way to cook. And now I'm going to invent a new recipe just for you, and I'm sure you enjoy it. Okie dokie, here we go. We are going to cook up this little thing called tofu. Now, another name for tofu is called bean curd cake, because it is made with bean, soya bean, and it's curdled up, you know, like this. It becomes a piece of cake. And this is why they call it bean curd cake. Makes sense to me. And it's great for people who are in need of calcium or protein. Now, this is called a third-class protein, and but it's very economical, but very effective, particularly for people who are allergic to animal protein. Okay, it's very soft. It tastes like cheese. By itself, it hasn't got much taste. But if you cook it with something else, then it's different. Now, I'm going to show you how to stuff the bean curd in this show using some of the shrimp, you know, that I have made, you know, the shrimp mix with some of the bamboo shoot and other thing, you know, there you are, cut it into small pieces. Now, very, very popular dish, you know, in China. Okay, I'd like to share this with you. Now, first of all, you get one piece of this bean curd cake and cut it like this. And then you go to the other side, just divide into 4. Okay, now, just be careful. Now, see, that's it. Tastes like cheese, but it's fantastic, very nutritious. Okay, now then it becomes 4 here. Actually, it's a good dish for you to teach your children. See, it was 1, you do the cross cut, becomes 4, and then each one you divide by, you cut into 2, that becomes I don't know. See, then you can play a little Sesame Street, you know, show here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like this. 7, 8. That's all. 8 is a good number. You know, in China, we believe that 8 has the same pronunciation as the prosperity. Fat, fat, fat means, oh, you will be very, very prosperous. So that's a good idea. All right, so you get this. Now, first of all, you get this little thing here, and get a spoon. Now, just take out a little part of this bean curd. Okay, now, then to replace it, you just put some of this shrimp, minced shrimp. Okay, that right there. And then just put it there. Now, just keep on pressing. Very depressing. Now, sometimes it helps if you put a little bit starch, a little bit cornstarch in the hole before you put all those shrimp. It will stay, you know, more securely, you know, that way. All right, now we got 8 of this to do. And all you have to do is just get this. This is a lot of fun. Now, okay, now use a spoon. Take it out. If you look at this show, we always start out with everything raw, you know, see? And this is why I don't want to stuff all those things before I show you. Okay? Now, see? So everything I want to do it right in front of you so that you know that we are no kidding and no cheating, you know, in this show at all. Now, see? You stuff it, you know, like that. Keep doing this. All right? This is the fun part of this show because we get to do this live. And so that you can appreciate right from the first step. No problem. You know, there you are. They put it there. Keep going. And then just keep on doing this. And then do it like that. Ah, boy, you do the same thing. Now, talking about same thing, the other day I met a friend of mine whose name was Sam, and the last name is Ting. Now, this is a man who I used to go to school with in China, and I haven't seen him for ages. And I saw Sam Ting the other day in the market. And then, first time I saw him since I left home left my home in Hong Kong. And he saw me, he was very happy. He said, "Oh, Yan, long time no see." You know, and he invited me to his shop. And he had a spice market too. So we went there and met his family. By the time when I get there, I saw the sign. He says, Smith, Hen Smith, market. I said, "Sam, something is wrong. How come? Your name is Sam or Ting. You should call it Sam Ting's Market. What's the matter?" He said, "Well, it's a long story. When I first came to this country and lined up in the immigration, and everybody was there and showed the passport and showed it to the immigration officer. In front of him, there was a German. Okay, he showed his passport to the immigration officer, and the officer asked him, 'What's your name?' He said, 'My name is Hen Smith.' So check the passport and then let him in. And here comes my friend. Then the officer asked him, 'What's your name?' And he said, 'Sam Ting.' So ever since then, he got the same thing as the first one. Sam Ting, huh? So anyway, that's the story. Okay, now, then we start cooking this and using a little oil. Okay, now, about 1 tablespoonful of oil here. And then make sure the wok is hot, eh? Now, there you are. Then you put all this stuffed tofu or bean curd cake with the meat side down. Okay, meat side down first. Okay, now just do it like that. All right. Okay. Now, because the tofu by itself actually is cooked. It is the meat, that's not cooked. But the shrimp is very sensitive to heat, so it doesn't take long to cook at all. All right? Now, all you have to do now is just turn your wok, rotate your wok, once in a while to allow the hot oil to cook this. Now, see? See, this is the beauty of the wok. You can do the wok and roll. This is the wok and roll that I'm doing now. Just doing it like that. Wonderful. Now, and while you're waiting, you make some sauce. All right? Now, this is a very plain, ordinary sauce that you need. All you need just let me see my spoon here, is 1 tablespoonful of this Wonder powder. Okay? Now, then you dissolve it with 1/4 cup of water. That's all you have to do. Okay, then you turn this once in a while, back to that, and then you just dissolve this. And then use about 1 tablespoonful of the oyster flavored sauce. Okay, that's important. Oyster flavored sauce helps to bring up the nice smell and taste of the cooking. Oh, all right, and a little bit pinch of the pepper. And what else? You put some of the sesame seed oil to get a little bit nice aroma. Now, you turn this. Wonderful. Okay, just dissolve this, let it cook, and put a little bit sugar. Okay, now then we are ready. So let it cook for another 30 seconds. Then we are almost ready. Okay, now just cook it. And then all you have to do now, just cut up some of this green onion. Okay, now chop green onion, just using your knife, and then chop it this way. All right. And then put it into this little champagne glass full of this good stuff. All right. Now then, you just keep on cooking. Now like this. Okay, the tofu is almost ready. Now, another 15 seconds. Then we are ready. No kidding. Now, get a plate. Okay, and put it there. Boy, then you want to make it look good. And then all you have to do is just do a little bit garnishing. Okay, now, because it's done, and I'm going to put some of this sauce right in there to make it cook. Okay, there you are. And then while we're waiting, we get some of this garnish. Okay, using a little bit, just the pineapple ring. Where you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit red cherry. Aha. Okay, now you have to make the dish look good so that people will appreciate what you're doing. All right, I'll put it there. Put this aside. And then you get your tofu out of the wok. All right, just bring it to a boil. Then we are ready. Now, then all you have to do now, just get your tofu. Okay, now get a spoon so you can see what the heck is going on. Now see, it looks gorgeous. You know, like that. 1, and then 2. Ha! See? Now, then you just do it like that. Okay, another 2 more on this side. And then here. Now, this is very exciting because you can use this to serve with your spaghetti if you like. Oh boy, I bet Marco Polo, you know, would like to come back and try this. And I hope you would like to come back to try this too. I'm going to take a short break. When I come back, I will walk up more dishes for you. Don't walk away. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, I'm going to cook up another dish. You know, this is very spicy and hot. Now, this is the dish I'll be using with, for the beef, you know, beef cube, and cook up all the spices that I picked up from Malacca. Malacca, you know, over there. That's not only they have spices, also they have a lot of other, you know, like the rattan and China Hill, all the graveyard. Oh boy, everything is there. Now I'm using roughly about a pound of this beef cube, all right, and then cut it up, and then I get some of this mushroom and ginger, you know, right here. Okay, cut it up. All right, very easy to cook. And all you have to do, just get a little bit solution right here, and then get some of the chili pepper and curry powder. That's right, curry powder right here. Oh, I was in a hurry for the curry. Okay, then just put our beef, you know, in the oil. Okay, now this is a little bit, it's not quite hot, so medium heat, you know, right now. Just put it there. We are ready by the time when they're ready. Okay, all we have to do, just get some oil, 1 tablespoonful of oil to this hot wok. All right, now once we get that, and you just get a little bit of the minced garlic, 1 teaspoonful of that. And then get some of this ginger slices and put the mushroom and the red and green pepper and onion. All this together. All right, then just let it cook. Oh boy, this is going to be fantastic. Now just put it there and then put some salt. About 1/4 teaspoonful of salt, a little bit of sugar, and then 1 tablespoonful of curry. And then 1/4 teaspoonful of this chili pepper. Oh boy. Now this is great. And then you put some of the Chinese cooking wine, a little bit. And then mix this thing up. Then you get some water. A little bit of water, 1/4 cup. And then just mix this. And then you get your star solution in. Okay, now make your solution. Okay, this is a good solution. Yeah, no kidding. Now, there you are. Mix it up. Oh, yeah, that looks good already. You bring it to a boil. Now, this one, you don't need much of the sesame seed oil because the smell is there. You see, the color is there. And all you have to do is just get the beef out of the hot oil and mix it up. Then we are ready. Oh boy, let's see. Now, very simple and exciting. Now, if you don't have beef, you can use a venison or ducks or bunny rabbit, whatever you want. And they cook it the way I show you. Now, see, there you are. This is the spicy beef. Oh, the Malaccan style. See? There you are. You just get it. And then you put it right here. And then you have time to decorate this. No problem. Then all you do, just get some of the cucumber, you know, right here. So that in case it's too hot, so you have the cucumber to cool you down. So you're as cool as a cucumber. See? You put it right here, and then there you are. Boy, depends on how much time you have now. Okay, Then you put it there. And if you like, you can put some of this red cherry. Oh boy, there you are. Now, they put one here on top, one there. And try to make it nice, colorful, and people will enjoy it. Now, see, that's it. And all you have to do, just get your beef. Now, where's the beef? Here's the beef. Beef with spicy beef, the Malaccan style. I'm going to come back and enjoy this. You are going to watch me. I'll be right back. Boy, I was in a hurry to order curry, and the spice is really wonderful because it adds spice to my life as well. See, look at this. Walk over there first. You see my tofu. Okay, now my tofu is all stuffed with the shrimp. Oh, delicious. And walking over here is my spicy beef, the Malaccan style. It's specially made for just you and me, and it's going to be wonderful. I hope you enjoy that. This is hot stuff. As you know, spice is very important in the cooking. As a matter of fact, in the olden days, people go to China for the silk. At the same time, they go to Asia for the spice. See? And that adds the spice to life. Now, all you have to do is just keep on watching me. I will add a lot of spice to your life in this program. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.